Hey Robert, how you doing? Thank you for your submission. There's a few things I want to address in your submission. One of the things is your comment here. And I know it's a kind of an innocuous comment, but I just kind of want to address this just so you can see what this is, the meaning here from a studio perspective. So what you're saying is you can see I really got stuck on these types of designs. And that's something that as a designer, you probably don't want to get into that scenario where you're stuck on a certain things. You've heard this before, right? You've heard this about don't fall in love with your design. And the meaning behind that is basically saying don't, you're developing different conceptual approaches to any specific project, right? Don't ever fall in love with one saying, God, I got to do this. I want to do this. I want to do this. Because you kind of back yourself into a little bit of a rut, paint yourself into a corner, so to speak. And the reason for that is twofold. Number one is you're not giving your client the type of variety that they're probably looking for. If you feel like you're getting stuck in a specific approach, then there's a real good chance your client is going to feel the same thing. The other thing is that you want to really use this as a springboard to develop your ideas and to develop meaning associated with the attributes that you have assigned to your client through your word list. Okay, so you really, really want to remember to give your client as much variety as you possibly can. Okay, I just wanted to address that comment. So let's go ahead and jump over to your sketches. Now, I think some of these are great. First of all, good craft. Really good job showing your intent in these sketches. Nice job. The one thing, and I think the obvious thing that we're missing is these aren't labeled. Okay, these should all be labeled based on the words on your word list. Okay, now remember from last week, there is no right or wrong answer. So if a word on your word list is strong, you're depicting it the way you see Guardian network security as being strong. So nobody can say, hey, that's not a good depiction of strong. Do you see what I'm saying? It's just a matter of you really getting your thoughts down on paper as a matter of inventory and organization so that we can develop and cultivate those thoughts into a feasible solution. Hope that makes sense. All right, so there's a few things that we're seeing here. Now, I'm going to have to, I hate to do this to you, but I'm going to have to ask you to resketch. And the reason being is because only a portion of these are word marks. And if you go ahead and read through the assignment learning objectives and the learning activities in this assignment, you'll see we got a really, really good descriptions and good examples of word marks, what they are, when they're used, etc. So what we're not seeing, and also at the top of there's just some brief examples at the top of the discussion page. Where is that? That would be, let me just do this real quick. And of course, my computer decides to slow down right in the midst. Okay, so here's milestone 3, task 1, right? And as you open this page, you'll see right at the very top of my first initial post, there are some examples of word marks here. So a word mark is exactly what it sounds like. It's a word, and the word is the name of the company typically, right? So what you want to do here is these are monograms. This one, and everything from here down, all 9 of these, 12 of these are monograms. So these are no good for this assignment. They're great for the next assignment. As a matter of fact, I think some of these are great. I think that is fantastic for Guardian Network Security as a monogram, but it's not a word mark. Okay, a word mark, and if you have to review the course materials to really figure out exactly what a word mark is, but this is a word mark. That's actually beautiful. That's a word mark. This is a word mark. This is a word mark. That is not, that is, and all from here down are not word marks. They're monograms. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to resketch word marks. You've got, what did we count here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we need 14 more that are actually word marks for a total of 20, right? And not monograms. So what I'd like you to do is I would like you to go ahead and address that by resketching the remainder of the word marks. And then also don't forget to add the label. What word is this that you're depicting? So we should have 20 words here from your word list, right? 10 objective, 10 subjective, and then your associated word marks, okay? So, I mean, I hate to do that, make more work for you, because these are such gorgeous steps. sketches. But all is not lost, because most of these you'll be able to reuse next week when we do our monogram. Okay? All right. If you have any questions at all, please let me know, and I'll be glad to clarify. All right? Thank you very much.